Hey everybody, this is Eric Brady with Seattle Sound Home Inspections. Just looking at some cracked concrete today. You can see here that this would actually be a trip hazard because it's offset, which means there's a lower section here and a higher section here, so you can catch your toe there. This is much worse. What we had done here at the house was a company came out and they injected clay underneath the driveway. Now, in some areas, they might do a foam product. There's a couple different companies out there at this time, but they're actually not done with this project. They ran out of material, and then we're going to get rescheduled to get this completed. You can see here up against the house, this portion of the driveway had sunk down, and that's probably been that way since this house was relatively new. So 50 years doesn't mean that the house is sinking or anything like that. This is called a channel drain over here, and it's just carrying water that's coming off the driveway and not allowing it to accumulate against the house. I actually installed this, and it connects at this end with a pipe. You can just see in there, maybe a little hole, and then it goes down here, and I had to dig this out actually because it got clogged with their clay, and comes out this. And that allows it to get past the end of the house here. It just drains away. We often talk about this in home inspections in the Seattle area. This seems like a lot more work than it is. This channel drain only took me a few hours of work at most, including going to get the materials. So most of these drainage issues can be solved with just some simple digging, if not maybe a little technology like this channel drain here. This area was also very low. They've now leveled it off. Former owner had just put concrete in here to make a little bit of a ramp, but now it's almost completely smooth. You can see the driveway, or the carport rather, is also now level. There used to be a big divot here where it had sunk down. So going back through to the patio, still not completely level. There's some offsets here and there, but there were some really massive trip hazards here, and this is going to be a lot better. We still have some work to do. I need to fill in these grout lines again between the panels. We generally go with something that's not going to rot. These originally had cedar in between them. I used a hydraulic cement, which expands, fills the crack, and keeps weeds from growing between these panels. We see these all over the Seattle area, and they're quite often heaved, which means they're just out of position and they become trip hazards. Technically in the report it's listed as safety hazard. This may still be a trip hazard here, but a lot better than it was before. Don't have any before pictures for you, but you can imagine, now you've all seen it before, this was quite a bit further down, and there was a 1 or 2 inch lip here that is now down to maybe 1/4 of an inch offset, which is significantly improved. We talk about this technology, and sometimes it gets worse. This is a little bit bigger gap here. We're gonna have some work to do to fix that. We've talked about this technology a lot during home inspections. Contractor's going to come back and work on this area. If I were to say replace this concrete from here, and I'm not even talking about out to the road, but from here all the way back through the entryway, carport, and out into the patio, and just go say all new and make it beautiful, we'd be looking at something on the order of $20,000, maybe $25,000 or $30,000 for all the labor, material, removal of the old patio, all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, floating these existing slabs, which really there's nothing wrong with them other than they're out of position, a little bit of mess here and there. Floating these back into position is a really nice option, because this project was bid at $3,000. Much better. 10% of the cost of, say, having it replaced. Now, is it new and perfect? No, it's not new and perfect. But, you know, you can see these cracks here. These cracks have been here since this driveway was new. They did not put enough expansion joints in so that it cracked probably in the first year or two, and these cracks have been slowly growing over time. So we see it over and over again, get a lot of questions about it. If you have any questions about your concrete work, foundations, other home inspection things, exterior, interior, go ahead and get in touch with me, and I'd be happy to help. Have a good one. Bye.